This is not an overnight success story. However, I think it'll be an interesting story for you to hear. If you are trying to make it online, if you're trying to build your business online, if you're trying to build your YouTube channel or any other social media, this will be a tale that will inspire you. If nothing else, it'll inspire you to keep going. I'll go through all the things that I have done before I have made even my very first dollar online, and then I'm going to tell you how I earned my multiple six figures. When I started 7 years ago, I was going through an acrimonious divorce. I started out of sheer necessity. My children were only toddlers. I've never done any work online. The most I did online was perhaps update my status on Facebook. That was it. I had no idea. I never sold anything in my life. I heard that you could teach English as a foreign language. So that is what I first did for only a few lessons. You need a quiet house to teach. My children were too small. I had twins. They were either awake and obviously very noisy, or they were asleep. And then I had to be very quiet because I would wake them up. It was just, an impossible situation. But that search led me to see other things. We were talking about this thing called online work from home. I thought, this sounds okay. I'll have a look. And then the next thing that I stumbled upon was something called drop shipping. Never heard of drop shipping before. I read a couple of articles, and of course, those were glowing reviews for this business model. It was all very easy. I was going to be a millionaire by next Monday. So I thought, I like that. I'll do that. I had no money. By the way, I had no computer at this time. I was doing all of this from my tiny little phone that I got from my mom. There's another story to explain why I didn't have a computer nor my phone. I'll save that for another video. In any case, I was doing all this from my tiny little phone. Tiny little screen camera. Yeah, just desperate. Anyway, I was reading these articles and I thought, maybe I can do this. Shopify were doing like 14 days for free for you to build your store. I've never built anything online. I thought I'll do that. Anyway, so I convinced myself that I could do this without any investments. I had no money to invest. So I created this online shop. It was called Plush. I was going to sell phone cases and iPad cases and all these kind of semi-luxury things that I would find on Alibaba or something. And somehow people would find me and somehow people will buy. And they will all buy from me, of course. I was just so full of enthusiasm. It lasted for about 2 weeks. It took me a week and a half to manage to build this shop on this tiny phone. I think I'd lost half of my eyesight while doing that. And then, of course, once I built the shop, managed to import like a few products, I thought, what now? What happens now? Who is going to come to this shop? Who is going to find me? Where are they going to find me? And of course, by that time, it was now a whole month, I realized that you need to invest in ads. You need to, there's a whole different business I had no idea about. While I was researching about drop shipping, I'd come across a term called affiliate marketing. And I thought, that sounds okay, but I had no idea what that was. So I went and I typed in what is affiliate marketing? Oh, I liked what I read. Because this truly said I didn't need to invest any money. And the best thing was, it told me I didn't need to do any selling. So I thought, I love this. I don't need to invest any money and I don't need to sell. Brilliant. Let's do this. although I'd made my first 6 figures with affiliate marketing, believe it or not, it took me a while to figure out and accept that actually I did need to invest in my education first and foremost, and then to actually learn how to sell. So that was the most important thing. But, excuse me, the lack of knowledge about that took me 3 years. I did not make a single sale for 3 years. Actually, no, I'm going to tell you about my one sale that I made within those 3 years. So it was rather desperate. I needed to pretty quickly. So I did go back to teaching, and I was teaching in the local school. I'm a music teacher, but my children were in the kindergarten. That was eating up all the money that I earned, and I didn't see them the whole day, and yeah, it just wasn't very good. Anyway, this led me onto a platform that taught affiliate marketers how to do affiliate marketing through blogging. I thought, I'll do blogging. I didn't know how to write. I mean, obviously, English is not my first language. And this was pre-AI. This was when you had to sit down and write your 2,000-word articles all by your lonely self. Like, this was not like input and then output, and then you just humanize it a bit, and then you have a Substack article. So I started my first blog. I was going to promote products from Amazon for parents who have twins. It was called Mama Twins Duo. I wrote about 40 blogs, and nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. One thing did happen. I made one sale. Someone bought a toy. So I think, no, I don't think I know this. And I have a check somewhere here. It was for 57 cents. That was my first commission. But I tell you what, that 57 cents gave me the enthusiasm and the strength to continue. Because I now had a proof of concept that this is working. I just needed to make 100,000 million of these $0.57 and I'd be rich. Wonderful. So again, it took me another year and a half to do that, but I switched to another blog. I discovered that being a parent all day to my twins and then writing about that was just too much. I love being a parent. I love being a mom. I love my children. But writing about it at the end of the day as well, and trying to sound all, upbeat and everything about it, nah. So I abandoned that. So I started another blog where I did product reviews from for digital products from ClickBank and places like that. And if you go to my YouTube channel, well, you're on my YouTube channel, I'm sorry, you can still see some of the videos that I later on started to make. And those come from those articles. And I created around 120 of those articles, not videos though, but articles, blogs, all 2,000 words plus, all written by myself while my children were asleep. So I was working sometimes till 3 a.m. and then getting up at 6 a.m. Sometimes I wouldn't even go and put my pajama on. I would just go and lay down, and then one of the children would be up and, I had to take into kindergarten, go to teach, come back, do all the housework, cook, clean, get ready for tomorrow, etc. Read them the bedtime story, get them their bottles, they'll go to sleep. Then I do a bit of work. Then they get up for their second bottle. Then I do a bit of more work. It was a lot. In the meantime, I found another job. I worked online for an American company, and that was from 4 p.m. till midnight, my time. And, well, that was tough, although it was bringing me a little bit more money. So I could be paying this platform to be learning affiliate marketing. And it was just crazy. Anyway, I did persist. Didn't work out for me. So I saw that affiliate marketing is great. By that time, I had accumulated quite a bit of knowledge about affiliate marketing. So I was just 100% convinced that this could work. I just needed to figure it out for myself. How does this work? Then I took my affiliate marketing to Instagram. Didn't have much success. Then I took my posting. I had my kind of copywriting muscle by that time quite developed. So it was not a problem for me to come up with content. Like even nowadays, I think those, what was it, 120, like 160 blogs times 2,000 words each have trained me so well that now for me to sit down and write anything, it's not a problem because I used to do it. And especially now when you have AI to help you with ideas, it's like nothing. Anyway, I started then doing affiliate marketing on Facebook. Facebook's good old times that we can now only remember and reminisce about were amazing. You could get amazing organic traffic, lots of engagement. You'd post a post and you'd get like 300 likes, 400 comments. It was amazing. And I was still making no sales. Everyone around me was making sales. Like literally people who were not even trying to make sales were making sales. And there I was posting every day, talking to people every day. Nothing. Then I came across another course that I thankfully got into that was focused heavily on selling and storytelling, like the proper way. And that changed everything. I started to tell my stories in a completely different way. And I started to sell very deliberately. I posted my content with intention. This has eluded me for 3 years that I needed to do this. But, it's okay. Some of us get to that point faster and some of us need forever, but, doesn't matter. And then once I put that together, I made my first high ticket sale. I think it was maybe a Tuesday. And then on a Wednesday, I made another one. And then I had 9 sales that week altogether, 7 high ticket. When I say high ticket, where commission was maybe $1,000 or $1,500, and 2 low ticket sales. I was like, how? What is going on? Like, this is finally working. Because what had happened is that because I was posting every day, and because I was very active, I had an audience on Facebook. I think they were all fed up with me not making any sales. And once I started making sales, my engagement exploded, everything exploded, because I think the whole internet was rejoicing, going, thank goodness. So after that moment, it took me only 3 months before I decided I'm going to give up my full-time job, excuse me, and just go all in on this. And that's exactly what happened. I gave up my full-time job. In fact, I lost that job. I wanted to give it up, and then something happened, and I lost that job, which was like a confirmation for me how quickly you can lose. I thought that was a pretty steady job. It wasn't. It took only the change of management and the change of their, employment policy, whatever it was, for me to lose my job. And they didn't ask me if I had money to feed my children. They didn't have nothing. They just said, I'm so sorry, we like you and all of that, but your working position is not in the system anymore. So, we don't need you anymore. Thank you very much. Goodbye. I was like, oh my goodness. I kind of always knew this about 9 to 5. I never liked 9 to 5. I very rarely actually throughout my whole working life worked 9 to 5. I was mainly a freelancer and worked for myself. I don't like working for other people. I don't like other people telling me what to do. I hate that. And especially, I don't like to have like strict working hours. It just does something to my brain. I hate it. Anyway, so this is why I'm here, to inspire all of you to start your personal brands, to start promoting something, start creating something, start sharing your knowledge. Just do whatever. Just get yourself out of there. They don't care about you. Build something for yourself. In any case, so that went on quite well and for a bit of time as well. So I finally could breathe. I thought, oh gosh, this is amazing. And that's around that time before I started my YouTube channel, and I stopped it, and I started again around that time, stopped it. I bitterly regret not continuing my YouTube channel then. I could have had like monetized channel and hundreds of thousands of followers had I continued. Take this as a cautionary tale. Start today and just keep going. Just don't stop. Because I could have, although I was very busy, I could have really posted. If I posted just one video per week, just one, I would have had like, I don't know, hundreds of videos by now. I will never forgive myself for this. Ever. Still, we are remedying it now. So then I started creating my own digital products. I started getting inquiries from people. They wanted to work with me. So I had some private clients. I'd had my first $22,000 day. I just getting some really great results, not just for myself, but for my clients as well. So that was great. And I decided to create my own, first of all, my own workshop. It was called Batch to Consistency, where I was going to teach Facebook stories have started at that time. And I was one of the first people to teach Facebook stories on Facebook, and nobody bought. I was like, wow. I'd been promoting it for a little, like for a week, 2 weeks, nothing, not one single sale. I got very disappointed and very disheartened and thought, I'll just go back to affiliate marketing, because obviously I'm not capable of attracting that sort of a buyer who wants to buy my products. But then I took a couple of weeks off and I thought, no. We're going to do this again, and we are going to keep doing it until it works. And this is what I would advise you as well, if I may. Just keep going. Just keep working on it until it works. So I, first of all, gave myself very kind of low barriers of entry. I told myself, like, if I make one sale, that will be a success. And I'll sell this workshop first 5 places for $5. So like, there was no way I was not going to make sales. But it took another week before I made the first sale, and then another one, and then I raised the price to $10 and then to $15 and etc. And it sold over 35 places, which was amazing. And I held that workshop, my first workshop, and created another workshop, another mini course, created my big course, and I've never looked back ever since. So that is my journey to here. Now I'm building my YouTube channel as well as my other platforms. And again, do it. Just do it. I've earned multiple 6 figures. I earn online. I'm at home with my children. I'm able to be a full-time mom, which is what I wanted once I had my children. And we have a very nice life. We're not millionaires. We don't have a Ferrari or anything like that, but we live in a nice place. And yes, if I could inspire only one person to take action, and especially if you are over 45, you are needed in the online space. Your wisdom is needed. Your story is needed. If you have any expertise, and you do, then start sharing it. If you would like more information on how to start doing that, if you'd like my help, so I can put you on the path to be doing that, click on the link in the description, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you.